Hello guys, Garcia here. This is part 2 of our Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2 playthrough. So let's continue our quest here against the goblins. Need to save some villagers. Interesting. I think these guys are bugged, actually. Never seen this before. They're not moving. And they are not dying either. This one is also bugged. So I don't know if we'll be able to complete the quest here. Hopefully. But that's really is the first time I've ever seen something like that. This one is also bugged. So there's only a few that are moving around here. That one is also bugged. Well, I saved one. I don't know how much or how many of them we will be able to save here. And I don't know if they die too, because they are being shot at here constantly. Alright, so they are still standing still. Alright, so I don't know how am I going to complete this quest here. Clearly it's bugged. But maybe if I reach the end here, the game will complete it for me. We'll see. Oh. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh. Is this a weapon rack? Yes. There you go. I'm almost without any space left. Not space. I'm thinking in Resident Evil 4 terms. And I don't have pounds. Yeah, the dude still frozen in place here. Unfortunately. Hopefully we can complete the quest. Now I don't know if these fellas on the ground here are on the ground because I was too slow, or if they were already dead. We'll see. Alright. But any bug in this game, I will assume that it was present in the original game too. This is just a port, right? It's not a remake or something like that. Alright, at least these two we were able to save. Funny, these ones are all moving. So maybe only those in that particular section are bugged. Alright, so far the dual wielding thing is working pretty well, but eventually I need to raise this damage.
Gods be praised.
We are going to face a boss pretty soon, so we'll have the chance to test to see if we can actually take on a boss using this particular build at this stage in the game. We were able to kill that dude that was riding a spider in the last episode, but I'm not so sure that a stronger boss could be beatable with this type of build here. Oh my god, this guy is going to be very annoying to fight. Oh, thank you. So probably this quest will be incomplete, but hopefully it's just a secondary quest so we can proceed here. But as I said, I've never seen this bug before. But if this is not an obligatory step in the mission here, we probably are going to lose only a little bit of XP. Not a whole lot. So now we have 4 points. So yeah, combat reflexes for sure. This is priority number 1, I would say. The faster we attack, more damage we'll be able to deal here. Okay. So apparently we can continue, even with the bug. That's a pretty threatening fella. Oh. I know that the voice is pretty low, but I can't raise it. Because if I do, the sound effects will be way too loud, and I won't be able to speak. So I have to, it's a trade-off. In different sections in the game, I will be able to raise it. Like in the city, but here I can't. And so against this guy, I need to use a potion and then wait for it to recharge my health here. So I need to hit him a little bit. Hit. Now use a potion and walk around a little bit. Sprint. There you go. So as I said, the damage is not going to be great right now. But at least he's almost done. Or dead. Done with his life. There you go. Alright, so all the ladies we saved here. Now I'm going to raise the sound so we can hear the voices. And then I'm going to put it back in the level it was before.
Like a righteous comet from the sky you are. Had you not come now, I dread to think what could have happened. Liren is my name, the innkeeper. I thank you with all my heart.
And a heart any man would want to win at that. My god, this guy is a womanizer.
Oh, you flatter me.
Surely.
Here, please take these few small things as a matter of reward. It's the least we can do, seeing as you saved the village and all.
My thanks. Alright, so we still got the XP, even though we didn't save all the villagers. Not by our choice.
Well met again, adventurer.
Tell me about these Red Fang Marauders.
Monsters, brigands, mostly goblin kind. They've been raiding around Baldur's Gate for months. The city's soldiers can't find where the lot of them hole up.
Alright, so probably we're going to meet up again with them pretty soon. And Rendala.
Well met again. Rescuing damsels and saving villages. Careful, or you'll give adventurers a good name outside of Cormyr. I'll have to spread word of your successes to my friends in Baldur's Gate.
Good. There's no glory in unsung heroics, and it's glory I seek.
So, shall we go? Baldur's Gate awaits us.
Alright, but I had some questions first.
Later, when we've reached the city.
Oh, come on.
A fine tavern, sipping spiced wine, playing my yachting. And so, I'll answer your questions then. Now, shall we go?
Sure, let's go. So we are going to hear some dialogues from the villains here. The Keep of Pale Knights.
My lord, the interrogation of the prisoners is complete. They know little.
Nonetheless, I would hear it.
They said Eldrith used the Onyx Tower to make shadow gates which allowed her to move troops around the western heartlands. They claim that when they slew her, the tower crumbled.
Yes, Khan's current employers, the Zentarum, seek to restore the tower and the power it holds for themselves. They use those 3 fools to wrest it from Eldrith's hands. However, the tower would better serve me and my allies in the east. I must have it.
Yes, my lord, but Khan, the prisoners claimed they killed him in Xantam's guild.
No, not Khan. He's well known to be exceedingly difficult to kill. Khan must have feigned his death, just as he was never truly working for Xantam. It's more likely that the Zentarum paid him to eliminate Xantam, which he accomplished through our 3 guests.
I see. And the guests, shall I kill them?
No, my good Zanhast. Leave them be. I'll amuse myself with them later.
There you go.
At last, Baldur's Gate. Your reward as promised. May the coin serve you as well as you served me, adventurer. So, what will you do now?
Oh, 1,000 of each. I heard there was some adventure to be had here. I mean to find some.
Well, I have some matters to tend to, informing the relatives of the slain guards, the recovery of the caravan's goods, that sort of thing. But should you require my help or are looking for work, please find me at the Purple Worm Inn. I have associates that could use an adventurer of your formidable skills. Farewell for now.
See ya. There you go. Now we are finally home here.
I shouldn't do that here.
So this is Baldur's Gate. So I'm going to keep the sound higher here so we can listen to everybody. Before we go into battle, I'm going to have to lower it a little bit. This is two-handed. Warhammer. What else? Let me see if we got some improvements. Nope. So we just have a lot of things to sell here. The captain of the city guard.
Greetings, adventurer. I am Solus Dunkirk, captain of the guard.
Heard any rumors?
If you're looking for rumors, try a tavern. The Purple Worm is nearby and good enough. I may have work for you, though. Hazardous, but paying work just the same.
Go on.
A trio of adventurers recently tore through the city's sewers, slaughtering monsters and unsealing portals. Now the sewers are crawling with all manner of carrion beasts. Beasts I want dead. The city pays well. Are you up for the task?
Yes, I'll return when they are all dead. So the three adventures he's referring to are the three playable characters from the first game. By the way, on that cutscene we watched, same thing. So I can't enter here yet. The three characters that killed the final boss of the first game are the characters that are prisoners. The Priest of Helm.
Greetings. I am Huros, Priest of Helm. How might I assist you? Alas, I have not. May Helm watch over you.
Sure. So in this game you have a system in which you can literally, like, as far as I remember, I'm trying to remember, you can actually trade gold for XP, in a way. Oh, the store owner is this guy here, the trader.
Welcome, friend. If you're looking for a good blade or say, I know you. You're the adventurer that helped Randella Brasshorn back on the tradeway, yes?
Yeah, Randella and Kiara, I think that's her name. And Larani as well.
Oh, it's an honor to meet you then. Randella spoke highly of you, and her words like gold. I'm Bartley, a merchant, and my shop boasts many fine deals. I've also hired on Goodly Durban, a skilled dwarven artisan. So, if you're looking to have equipment custom-made or broken down, my workshop will serve you well.
Alright. Heard of any rumors?
Can't say that I have, friend. Nothing of interest to an adventurer, at least. You might ask Randella.
Yes.
She's always collecting it.
So,
My prices
let's
are
sell
always
some
more
stuff
than
here.
fair, friend. What are you looking for?
Early on in the game, I don't think there's a whole lot of reasons to start right away enchanting stuff. Especially because we might get even better stuff just by playing the game. So we are just going to try to upgrade our base equipment here as much as possible without
I have everything you need right here.
without spending a whole lot of cash. Need to sell all of these. I'm not using them yet. The runestone is part of the composition of several, not several, most magical items, I think.
So, if you don't see something here now, check back from time to time.
I think we're going to drop a lot of these rings and amulets, so I'm going to just sell them as well. Let's see what we can actually buy here. Warhammer, fine, hand axe. Is this one-handed or two-handed? It weighs 5.
More than fair, friend. What are you looking for?
This one weighs 7. So I actually don't know. Fine warhammer, fine longsword, fine spear. There's already some magical items here. This one is actually not that expensive for the damage it does. Fine short sword of corruption. I don't know what corruption does. Let's upgrade our armor first. That's probably the main thing. So scale mail, scale boots, scale gloves, scale helmet. Better armors, defense is 10, but the scale is 15, so the thing is the weight, right? 30, 15. No, I think this was correct, so ooh, let's equip here. So scale mail, obviously no shield. We are going to dual wield.
Welcome back, friend. I receive new shipments frequently, so if you don't see something here now,
Sell.
check back from time to time.
So we have 3,000. So we might be able to buy one of the magical items here, but I don't know if it's worth it. Probably not. 4,000 for sure is not worth it. This is two-handed. This is also two-handed. This is the only one we can actually buy, but the gains are way too small. Alright. So there you go. Looking good. This is the tavern, right? Yes.
I shouldn't do that here.
I'm trying to sprint, but I can't. We actually have a quest here in the sewers. We can always check our quest here. But I'm not going to do the sewers quest first. I'm going to do the others first. Hello, sir.
Oh, I did not see you come in. Are you, did you, should I have something prepared for you?
I don't think so. Who are you?
Me? Oh, well, that's easy. I'm Omduil, Sage and Seer, for hire, but not now. Hiring, I mean. Too much work, yes. Too many projects already.
Heard any rumors?
Yes, but for me, you see, rumors and their ilk are my trade. I do not simply dispense.
Oh, so I need to pay.
What? Why would you want to? Oh, yes, I see. No, I cannot. No, too much work. Too many projects already demand my time. Perhaps we can speak later. Say in chess of next year, perhaps.
All right, so we are on the line to speak with this guy later.
I shouldn't do that here.
Yeah, I can't sprint here either. You can only sprint on battle areas. There's a few quests here in Baldur's Gate. And then we are going to start to travel to very distant places and stuff. I do remember a lot of the early game, but from the mid game onwards I basically don't remember a whole lot. Alright. So these are some of the dudes we're going to have to talk here. So the idea here is, if you have the dwarf, you can talk to this dwarf with more familiarity. Same thing if you are playing with the dark elf. So we have Kira, we have Randala. Let me see if the dwarf has something to say here.
Away with you. Didn't your mother ever teach you never to bother a dwarf in his cups?
Are you afraid I'll drink you? I'll even buy your next mug.
Ha! That's different then. My thanks for the ale.
What do you want?
Rumors?
Yes, it so happens I have the vault key for a treasure chamber in the halls of the Hammer. Could be of some use if you're ever there.
The Halls of the Hammer.
So I said, an abandoned dwarf hold far to the north of here, across the high moor.
Perhaps later. I'm not going to spend my money in this now, but I'm pretty sure the only way to get this is by buying it. I do have the money, but I don't know if I should buy this right now.
Begone, stranger. I have nothing to say to you.
A dark-skinned elf? Are you a drow?
Am I? No. I'm merely a darkly tanned gold elf. Laid out too long on the sparkling beaches of Evermeet. Now, farewell. Our conversation is over.
You stayed an extremely long time there. No rumors? Alright. I know the cleric has a bigger connection with the priest that we just went to his church. The dwarf, the rogue, is here. The monk is here. So only the necromancer and the barbarian left. I don't remember which NPC should I talk to as a barbarian. We'll see.
Well met again, adventurer. Many are grateful for your help, I'm certain.
Rumors?
I've heard little. Only that adventurers are hard up for work in the city. So many came to fight Eldrith, but she's already been vanquished.
Tell me what happened.
What happened? There was Eldrith and the Dark Alliance she was gathering to destroy this city. But that's why you came to Baldur's Gate, isn't it? To defeat her?
Yes, go on.
Well, it's been done. 3 adventurers journeyed into the wild, found Eldrith's Black Tower, and slew her. The tower crumbled, vanished, and the 3 heroes with it. That's all I know.
Do you know anything about them?
I met them once, when they came into the Elf Song Tavern. An archer, a warrior, a shield dwarf, I think, and a moon elf sorceress.
Go on.
I came into the city with a caravan from Amn. Xantam's thieves robbed it, but the adventurers helped recover everything. They also killed all the thieves, even Xantam himself. But then the Hands of Glory came.
Hands of Glory?
A society of assassins who've risen to power in the city's criminal underworld. Xantam destroyed the old Thieves Guild, adventurers destroyed Xantam's, and now it's the Hands of Glory. The worst of the lot so far.
Oh, so they've been upgrading in the shadows? We are going to have to deal with them pretty soon.
Ha! I thought you might seek me out. Come have a seat, and we shall drink and sing the day away.
Another time, you spoke of associates that could help, that could use my skills.
I've 2 troubling tales to tell. Firstly, there's been a series of kidnappings. Some victims number among the city's wealthy elite. Death lies in their future should ransom or rescue not be made. There has also been a rash of mysterious, grisly murders. There have been some leads, but little progress, and more mutilated corpses turn up each night. So, still interested? You'll be well paid for your efforts, of course.
So one of these is going to send me to the manor, and the other one's going to send me to deal with the Thieves Guild, I think. So I'd rather look into the kidnappings for now.
The Hands of Glory, a band of vicious criminals, are responsible. The ransom demands are ridiculous, far beyond the means of even the wealthiest victims' families. Some think it all merely a sadistic excuse to send back severed body parts. The city guard knows a frontal attack could result in the murder of the hostages. Many families think a small group would have the best chance of success. This is you.
Yeah, my definition of a group is different than one, but there you go.
My, less savory friends have informed me of where the victims are held. A Hands of Glory lair, hidden beneath an old warehouse in southwest Baldur's Gate.
So I'll return when I've succeeded. Farewell. There you go. So this is our first important
Well
quest.
met again.
The reason I'm clicking on her again here is to see if some other quest has been... It's available here somewhere. Alright, so we have... The reason I chose the rogues in the warehouse instead of the manor is because I remember the rogues quests being a little bit easier. And the reason why I don't want to go to the sewers yet is because there's a lot of tough enemies there. And I would rather go there with a better set of weapons than the ones I have right now. So I'd rather just do some quests first, then go there, if possible. Hey dude. Ooh. They have a lot of HP. Or my damage is way too bad. One of the two, right? Okay, so we need to keep our eyes open here so we can get some upgrades. Oh, I forgot. I need to lower the sound. There you go. Reason why I'm doing this is because sometimes it's way louder than my voice. I don't speak, I don't have a super high voice, so recall potions. They are basically the town portals of this game, Diablo style. So because my voice is not too loud, I straight up need to lower the sound of the games I play. Okay. Alright, so far so good. I don't remember if it's on Baldur's Gate 1 or 2 here, but the Thieves Guild is like full of traps. There's like straight up some platforming that you have to do, you know? Try not to fall and things like that. I think it's on this game. Crowbar. Alright. So it's basically our key is the crowbar. Okay. Basically these are the wolves, right? That I was killing in the first episode. Just a group of annoying enemies that don't give you anything back, no loot. These enemies have the vibe of the minions from that villain from the Power Rangers. Every Power Ranger series, every season had a villain that would either like use a seed or some sort of generator to generate a bunch of minions for the Rangers to fight before she eventually released one of those big creatures, so they had to use the Megazord. These guys totally look like those minions, Power Ranger enemies. Just a bunch of same looking dudes with not a whole lot of brain power behind them. For you guys that don't know, Power Rangers became pretty big here in Brazil too. In the whole South America, really. Our television actually, for the most part, had a long tradition in tokusatsus, which are this style of stories, of like giant robots fighting each other, like Godzilla or Ultraman. So when Power Rangers came around, it was a huge, massive success. So when the Green Ranger died recently, we all felt too, because he was also part of our childhood, just like in the English-speaking countries, you know. Tommy was his name, I don't remember. The character, not the person. I don't know why I went on that tangent. I just remembered of the minions. And that happened. So let's see here. I'm trying to use the minimap. For some reason it's not working. Oh, my analog is turned off. That's why. I'm sorry. Now I noticed. I'm gonna go back and retrace my steps here so I can avoid losing anything. We already lost a bunch of XP because of those bugs. So might as well get as many kills in here as possible. So we can like mitigate a little bit of our losses here. I pressed Barbarian Rage first. So let's see. Alright. So this game is interesting because usually most RPG games you have more fun in the early game, and most of the bulk of the fun you are going to have is going to be the transition through the early game to the mid game, and maybe even to the mid game transitioning into the late game. But usually in the late game you are already demolishing everything and stuff, especially if you had a pre-planned strategy. This game here is actually the opposite. The beginning is way more annoying than the mid game and the late game. So for example, when I finished the game with the dwarf, he's a rogue and can specialize, I think, in daggers and in like crossbows or bows or anything from distance. So early on it's very rough to play with him. It's a pain in the ass. It does feel like the actual Baldur's Gate game, the PC one, when you start super weak, so like any mistake and you can lose a character. So the dwarf is like painfully unfun to play with in the beginning because it's too slow and the damage is too low, so it can take forever to do this class here. But when you start upgrading his feats and when he starts getting magical weapons, then it gets way more fun. But until then you have to basically tough it out. So that's why a lot of people actually think that this game and Champions of Norrath are kind of boring, because early on you just are not strong enough to like Diablo style kill stuff in like 1 or 2 hits. It takes a while for you to get powerful, and you can also create a bunch of magical items that are not that good for you, so you can like misuse the little amount of resources you have, and that can basically screw your playthrough entirely. So that's why I usually don't start enchanting stuff until way later on in the game, so as not to waste anything I might get along the way, either be money or the gems that you can use for enchanting. Alright. Oh, so this is the guild hall. So obviously we are facing the entire guild. And yeah, was what I was saying earlier probably is right here. Oh, that's clearly not good. These guys were doing the same position that like Seiya from Saint Seiya was doing. I thought they would deliver like the Pegasus Ryuseiken, Seiya's technique. A Pegasus would show up behind them and stuff. Every time I see that movement, and that movement also reminds me of Ryu from Street Fighter, the anime series, or I don't remember if it's an anime or a cartoon actually. I don't remember if it was produced in Japan. But that episode that he's trying to learn the Hadouken, and he is doing that hand motion, circular motion, just like a full move, you know. Alright, come on. I don't know the way here, so let's just explore everything. Ah, dogs. Damn it. Come on. he moved around, but his model didn't move the legs, so he was kind of floating around. Moonwalking dog. Trying to avoid using potions here. I don't remember the boss of this place. Might be pretty rough. Because if our damage was already not good enough before, it's going to be even worse now, right? So if the damage is too high and I don't have enough potions, I might have to retreat. Dude's just throwing shurikens at me here. I don't know why they are getting stunned sometimes here. I didn't pick a feat that would like stun them in like when they take like critical damage or something like that. So it might be a thing that's just like inherent, like a passive. Alright, since there's a save here, I'm supposing that this is the side I need to go to progress. So I'm going to go to the other side first. So let's complete everything. There might be a side quest here too. So you can get some extra XP. Oh. I didn't see this guy. He kinda came out of the shadows. Speaking about coming out of the shadows, yeah, there is a side quest. I need to do something here. What We Do in the Shadows, the best show on TV, is going to come back, I think, in June or in July, maybe. If you guys have never watched it, it's basically a vampire show about a group of vampires that live on Staten Island. And basically these vampires that are hundreds of years old trying to navigate the modern times, and they are followed by a documentary crew. So they are basically just seeing if I completed everything here. So they are basically telling their story while trying to survive in the modern times. And it's absolutely hilarious. Ah, Jesus. Luckily I just saved, so that was a lot of damage. So how am I going to do this? Should I use like a bow? Just charging in just doesn't seem like the best idea. Let's see if I can do this better. There goes my potions. But that's how it goes sometimes. There's obviously going to be encounters here that are better suited to be dealt with by different characters. So probably the dwarf would be better here. And the sorcerer. Oh, not the sorcerer, the necromancer. No, don't release the dogs. Come on, guys. No need to be violent. Let's enter here. Yeah, I knew this would be a good idea because I imagine they wouldn't all converge here, so you can kill one by one. Pretty soon I'm going to check my inventory to see if I got something good here. Hopefully. So we are taking a lot of damage, but not because of our armor. The armor is actually decent. It's just because we just don't have enough damage yet. So every fight is taking forever. But eventually I'm going to be able to fix that. I also need to explore that side. Come on. Okay. So, Randala mentioned the kidnappings, but she never said how many. Or if she did, I didn't pay attention. There you go. And if they are assassins, why are they kidnapping people and not killing them straight away? This is the part that I explored probably before I died. Okay. Oh man, this part without the sprints probably going to be terrible. Hopefully there's nothing else to deal with here. I think it's on this game that we are going to have to deal with... Oh, wrong spot. That we are going to have to deal with a bunch of traps. Probably in the next floor already. I think I came through here, right? Yeah. I need to go to the other side. The reason why I'm so confused is because I turned the camera around. So that's why I'm walking in circles here. Luckily the minimap is amazing. I think this is the best minimap that I've ever played on console. It's pretty useful. Alright. So before I go into this section, let's check it out what we have here. So this is a two-handed, same as mine, superior dagger, and the scimitar. These two are both upgrades. So I'm actually going to use the scimitar on my main hand and the dagger on the offhand. So 8 to 10, 3 to 6. There you go. Here, the odds of we getting an upgrade right now is almost impossible here. What is this? Oh, Bats? In the Thieves Guild? Why? It's so weird, right? Such a random selection of mobs. First, the Power Ranger minions. Then a bunch of ninjas. Then bats, for some reason. Because why not? Pretty soon we are going to get another level here. Hopefully we can improve our dual wielding.
Gods be praised.
Alright.
Thanks.
You're welcome, lady. Why are all ladies?
Thanks.
You free the hostages in the area, but they say there is one more in Argash's hold. You are given the key stolen from one of the captives. Alright. So Argash is the big wig here. 5 points. So we can improve our critical here with only 2. That's pretty decent. 6. So not good enough yet. So what should I do here? Cleave? Nope. Alright, so combat reflexes we can't put extra here. So I'm going to put 1. I don't know if I should hold on to my points here. Next level we are going to get 6, so we're going to put every single point in this. So I don't think I need to hold points here. So I'm going to just put more on improved critical. Eventually I'm going to have to raise that blow too, which gives us bonus damage. Oh, double critical. Pretty good. Hopefully we are going to have enough potions for the boss. Argash. Trying to remember who this guy is, but I have no idea. Oh, the criticals are really working. Because if you have a cadence of attack that's so fast, and you can get criticals reliably, our damage is going to like significantly improve with every skill upgrade. And the best part is that we don't need to activate anything, it's just passive. And it's non-dependent on the weapon, so if we find like a two-handed weapon that's like extremely powerful, we can use it for a while. Until we get better one-handed weapons. And until we get a talent that allows us to use a two-handed weapon as a one-handed weapon. Okay. These dudes are just sapping my health points here. We have 12. That is actually way more than I thought I would have. I thought I had like 7. 12 is pretty good. We have recall potions, so in case we need to go back to town, buy more, we can just recall, and we don't need to walk around a whole lot. Okay, this looks like a church, or more like a planning room. All right. Scale helmet, the one we have. Probably a worse version. Oh, Argash the Gouger. Not good.
You stinking wretch. What were you doing? You were to guard the hostages and not harm them in any way. Was I unclear in my instructions, or perhaps you were purposely trying to anger me? Perhaps I should send you to Mistress Luria. What do you think of that? Hacked up for spare parts, yes? It sickens me to think that any part of your kind might have been used in my making. You're in charge now. Lead the hostages back to your main camp. You Red Fangs can guard the miserable lot for a time. My spies have told me that there may be an attack on the Hands of Glory in an attempt to rescue them.
Yeah, there may be.
Someone's here. Men, spread out and kill everyone you find.
Alright. I don't remember this guy, so I don't know how I'm supposed to fight him. What the hell is that? Is he running or is he bugged? Oh my god. This guy looks very scary. More because of the movement. So off-putting. Come on. Stun. I need to fight him by himself. I can't deal with the minions here. Come on. I think we're going to have enough. Ooh, there you go. That's such a weird fight, right? You just stand in front of the guy and just basically out-kill them. That was pretty intense there. But that's the reason why I was wondering if I had enough potions. Because that was basically what I was going to have to do. Oh, I'm going to explode. I didn't even notice. There's a bunch of these barrels that have... you can just ignite them just by clicking them. But I don't know if that could help us here against the boss. Probably not.
Thank you.
Freed all the hostages. You should return to Randall. Okay. So he said he threatened the guys that he would send them back to Luvia, Mistress Luvia. I think that lady is the dragon. Actually. I'm almost 100% sure. Okay, so let's go to the tavern.
Shouldn't do that here.
We still need to go to the sewers. Need to see if we got an upgrade for our weapon here.
Word of your success traveled quickly, friend. Here, the families of the freed send their warmest regards, along with this. Enjoy your reward. But who was this Argesh, their master?
Ooh, 4,000 coins. He was more a monster than a man. I don't know who Argesh served, but the Hands of Glory are finished in Baldur's Gate.
I see.
You spoke of a rash of grisly murders earlier.
The citizenry is on edge. The bodies are often left so mutilated that they're unrecognizable. Some witnesses claim to have seen misshapen and contorted figures leaving murder sites. And similar sightings have been reported around Bloodmire Manor. Perhaps you should start your search there. It's on the northeastern side of Baldur's Gate.
Bloodmire Manor.
It is the home of Luvia Bloodmire,
Yes.
sole heiress to a vast fortune. Many have sent sons there in hopes of marrying Bloodmire Gold, but she turns them all away. She's an eccentric woman, morose, and, it's said, macabre.
Alright. So she has a kind of a Frankenstein vibe going for her. So let's buy the key here.
Yes, yes. It so happens I have the vault key for a
3,000.
treasure chamber. Ha! Not likely. A sum like that. Well, now that seems
All
a
right.
fair sum. Here, done and done.
So this is key. We are going to use it way later in the game, I'm guessing. the vault key, enter a treasure chamber in the halls of the hammer. Hopefully there's something worthwhile there. So let's sell some items here.
Welcome back, friend. I'm told you made short work of the Hands of Glory. Amazing. You'll be quite the
Man,
local hero.
word does fly here in the city. They already know.
Praise you and Joaquin
That's so fast. Great sword. That's a lot of damage. Okay.
Seeking arms and armor? I have everything you need.
Sell all of these. I'm actually going to buy some potions. We are pretty low here. There you go. Should be enough. But before we go to the manor, we are going to go actually to the sewers. But we are going to do that in the next episode. So next episode is going to be the sewers, and later we are going to face the dragon slash Frankenstein lady. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.